And let's just put like Houston Astros
That's how you import a logo from the internet to SolidWorks.
logo, right? So we can just go to images, so we can pick anyone we want, right? Let's just say
That bright
we
orange
want,
one. Yeah, that was calling your name.
right click, save image as, or copy image, right? So we could put save image as, and we'll just put right here Astros, correct? Now, it's very important the way it saves it as a PNG or a JPEG or some other file, right? Sometimes you save it under a file that it won't open up under SolidWorks because it can't read that file. So we have to make sure that SolidWorks recognizes the file that you save it under, right? So this is PNG, and we're gonna hit save, right?
So PNG is good.
Should be good. We're gonna find out. All right, we're gonna come back over here to our SolidWorks, which is gonna take a little bit because my computer's running slow. So I'm gonna just go to File, New, right? A new part. Now, to import this, we have to activate a sketch and a plane first, right? So it's under Tools, Sketch Tools, and it's gonna be under here with Sketch Picture. But as we see, it's light gray, right? I can't select it, and that's because I don't have my sketch active yet, right? So I'm gonna activate Sketch, go to Top Plane. Now, if I go to Tools, Sketch Tools, Sketch Picture is not open, right? So I'm gonna go to Quick Access. Astros is what I saved. Hit Open. Low resolution or high resolution. We'll just go with low, whatever. Hit OK. It's thinking right now.
You canceled it.
You hit cancel.
Okay.
I think you guys.
Show me on the video.
It's right here. I will.
Alright, hit Astros, open, low resolution, that's fine. Boom. It imported it in, right? Now, here's the biggest thing with the with the logos when you put it in, right? Notice how big this thing is. 80 inches, right? So if you try to make a drawing off of this, yeah, good luck having that material and trying to cut it like on the mill where 80 inches doesn't even fit in there, right? So if you easily put, let's say 10 inches, right? 10, enter, it automatically collapses in, right? So let's just go 5 because that's more practical. 5 inches, there we go. And then here you would wanna, if you want, most of the stuff that you import, you could mirror it, right? So you would have to pretty much guess where you want it at, then put your lines and then start to work on it afterwards, right? So really, like what I would do, like with this drawing, since I know that probably if you line up the circles, you're gonna pretty much line up the whole thing, right? So I would just hit the check mark and then I would do a circle. I would do a circle here, take it up to about that line, and if it's dang near, well, I could see that it's too low. I mean, it's too high, right? Because look at the bottom one.
Yeah.
Bottom one is there, but the top one still isn't, right? I would have to shift that drawing just a little bit more. You want to get it as centered as possible because, for example, if I'm making this drawing, all I have to do is make one side of the H and just mirror it over, right? All I got to do is make one part of the star, mirror that over. So you want to create as least work as possible for you as you can, correct? So positioning it, it's pretty much essential for you making it faster. Does that make sense? Plus, you're gonna notice that when you import drawings, even though that's an H and it's supposed to be perfect, even if you go directly over the lines, sometimes this one doesn't match that one.
Well, sometimes the logos even manufactured that way.
Yeah, so you gotta be careful whenever you do that type of stuff.
So would it be better to do the smart dimensions and put a centered cross in there to?
Nah, I mean, you can, like a lot of times when, cause I mean, you could still do it right now, right? So right now I could just click my midpoint line, cause you would want a midpoint there, right? Bring it up, click on it again, go to for construction only, do the same thing for the other one, right? Midpoint, bring it over, and then for construction only, right? But even then, you don't know if you're completely
Oh,
centered.
that's right. And it's not gonna.
Yeah.
So you can't find the center of the picture with that program.
Yeah. So either way, like on here, I could double click the picture.
That's what I'm talking
I was gonna say, yeah. Could
and
you?
then I can move it again.
But couldn't you go diagonal, top right, bottom left, and then the other, and draw lines on that
Yeah,
picture?
You could go like this
to
if
find-
you wanted to, but you're still gonna have to get the center of that.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Can you can you draw lines on the image, and then where the cross at?
Well, the image kind
Alignment.
of stays like in the background,
Well, you can
right?
see the squares
Oh, okay.
on the side, so
Yeah.
that
So-
can kind of give you a center.
So look, like let's say, like the way
Yeah,
I would really
I see
do
what
it is put it as center as I can, because I know that that line is matching up, right?
Right.
And then grab that circle like I told you, bring it up. So the bottom one is touched, so I gotta bring it lower, right?
Right, if you look at the boxes when you see
Yeah.
you got them.
You see the
squares,
grabbers
There you go.
on the square?
Right there.
There you go. That's probably dead center. That's possible.
Dead nuts.
Yeah. Good job, Rob.
So when I put it on there,
Boom.
right,
Bob's your own.
that's about as close as we can get it, right? So now from here, I can start drawing all my lines that I want. But like, you guys see how we do this on a plasma table cutter? Look at the little,
Is the stars.
yeah, the little hangout that it goes on it, right? So you really wouldn't want that. If you're 3D printing, you'll probably treat this as a separate entity and keep it on the lower plane, so the star and the H can stick out.
Now, when you use this program, now would you outline the H first, and then outline the star, and then you know what I'm saying?
You would probably want to start with what's the lowest at the beginning, right? So for example, in this case,
Come out of the
I
bottom.
would probably do
The outer circle.
first. So I would bring over the circle, and then I would extrude it, features, extrude, right? So if I look at it, it's extruding up, right? I'm gonna make sure it extrudes down. And if that's 100 thousandths, okay, that's cool. Because we're probably gonna 3D print this, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now that's what it has on it. And see, it saw the other circle. So that's why it cut it that way, right? So I would come back over here, edit sketch, edit it, and I would just delete that, right? And then come back to exit. Now we made the solid, right? Now wherever this, see right here how it goes to show? So you can hide it. You can hide the logo if you want.
So when you import an image, it doesn't automatically just create all the lines. It just shows you, and you're basically copying over it.
Yeah, you're copying over the
Okay.
image itself, right? But that does a few things. One, you could copy it and you could adjust it to wherever you want, right? Now some software, it does import it and it does cut exactly what you have. The problem with that is, what's a picture? It's a whole bunch of pixels together,
Mhm.
correct? The problem with that, when you put it on the actual plasma table cutter, if you import a picture, it recognizes all the pixels as a stop. So when you do it like this and you create a chain for the circle,
It
one smooth cut with the circle. You do it pixels, you're gonna have jagged edges all the way around them because it's gonna be
It's like dash
creating
marks
stops.
versus solid lines.
So
Yeah.
this is a lot more helpful, right?
Okay.
So it's little things like that, guys, and we really don't have anything that shows spline here because almost everything is straight on this. So this is a pretty easy logo to make, right? Spline does, I haven't taught you guys spline yet, but spline, let's say that I wanted to put this arch, right? So it's asking me what, I'm just gonna go on the front plane, correct? Let's say I wanted to make this arch because this isn't really touching, right? Of course I would make a circle, and when I do those lines, I would just trim that out and be good, right? But with spline, I could start there. Let's say it ends there. Hit escape, click on it, and now I got these little diamonds and these little arrows, right? So if I got letters in cursive or some other type of jagged stuff, I could just spline it and boom. There's that spline, hit the check mark, and it made it.
You can drag it in different directions to make
Yeah,
it
you
look-
could actually,
Hey.
you could keep on going on spline if you want, but you are gonna end up hitting some type of points where You see how it curves over? You're gonna be hitting some type of points where you're just like, yep, I gotta stop it here and just create another one, right? But the good thing about this is that on the plasma table cutter, bring it out of it. So it's gonna come here and it's gonna make that solid line to here, solid line to here, instead of it all the way down to it. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So, yep, that's how that works. Like I said, it's already 11:41, so if you're good to go, you could go, but that's how you import a drawing into Solidworks. Tomorrow, we're gonna take the drawings that we have, we're gonna import them into a Spline, and I'm gonna show you guys how to make it Z level to the face. And then we're gonna show the smash function, so you can get your lines and everything, and then start cutting out the actual parts on the mill, right?
Smash.
Yeah, so the smash